Yes guys, it's Tom here and welcome back to a brand new match analysis on the channel. Now this game is from a few weeks back. I've got a little backlog on matches. Not all of them will be analysed because not all of them have the quality of filming and stuff like that, and not all the whole games have been filmed, so I can't analyse them. But this one is definitely doing it, as you can see by the title of the video. And yeah, this team we're playing are called Hollands and Blair under-18s, so they're a year above, but we'll get straight into it, as you can see here with kickoff. So here's my first play of the game. Bert plays it into me. I win the battle between that guy, but I take too much royalty and completely think he's not going to tackle me from behind. Bit of a slow start there, so yeah. As soon as I win it from the guy, I should get it out my feet and start driving at the two defenders in front, but I don't really go, and that's why he ends up tackling me. So yeah. So the battle in the middle here, I get my foot on the ball, which slows him down. Brody gets it again, I clear the ball, and then he pulls me to the floor. So it was a slow start to the game just from our whole team, and eventually they end up going 1-0 up with a free man at the back post. So not that great start. So now I have a chance at the other end. The ball's lifted over and it's bouncing quite high, so I have to chest it. And then this defender comes across. He gives me a dead leg with that as well. He does quite well. Potentially, what I want to do is lift the ball over his head with a foot, and then I can probably have a shot on goal. So on this near side now, I win my individual battle here. I look up, see Alpha cross, and I play it to him. He just flicks it around the corner because of the high press. Potentially I could have played that a little bit harder so that he'd have more time to maybe control it and knock it out a bit. Now we've got a corner, it's put in, it goes over most people, but Elliot's there at the far post. He chops in, puts it at the back post, and there I am, but I can only get the top of my head onto it. Now this is really where I want to work on some plyometrics and just developing my leg strength so that I can get that leap slightly higher, because if I could have jumped higher then, that would have been a goal, and that would just be another benefit to my game. Once again in the middle here, I win my individual battle. I play it out to Bert here. I want slightly more on that ball there just to get to him slightly faster, but other than that, good play there. In the middle of the pitch again, I get the ball. Now I slow down because these two men are pressing me, and I hear James call for it, so I play him. He wanted the 1-2. I wasn't quite on the same wave, so I wasn't ready to go straight away, but it would have been a good play if I was, so maybe I just need to work on that awareness a little bit more. So here is one of my best moves of the game. Alf plays the ball to me. I slow it down, do a little drag inside and knock out, and that defender goes flying. Run through, chip the goalie, and somehow this guy gets his fingertips to it to put into the side netting. Now, I know this goalie's quality because he's actually at Maidstone with me, and he was insane the other day when we were playing with the third years. It was ridiculous. So, yeah, but very frustrating there because any other goalie and that's a goal. Okay, so we have another chance here. It falls to me in the middle. Now, I actually think I make a wrong decision here. As you can see, I cut back, whereas all the space was out wide, so I probably should have taken it out there. I get stuck on the guy trying to win it back as well, which is annoying, but I should have taken it out wide. Now this is what I should have done in the last kick. As you see, I'm taking it wide. I win the battle against that guy, and then I look up, clip the ball in, and it falls to Elliot's head, but he just can't quite get enough on it to challenge the goalie. So here's their second goal of the half. Now I think James gets caught unaware here. He doesn't quite realise where the ball's going, and it ends up lobbing him. And not long after that one, we collapse again as they play a long ball straight over the top that catches a whole defence out. We're on the back foot already, and then they put it across, and somehow we managed to put it into our own net. So very disappointing. So we're desperately trying to get back into this game now, get something. I play a pass with the outside of my boot to Bert there. It's a bit further behind. I would have liked it straight to him. Get it back, turn out, receive, see that there's no space whatsoever. So just play back to the goalie, which I think was a smart play. Once again, we're on this near side again. I win the ball back from a short pass, take it around this man. Simba's there just to collect it, and we can go forward from this man. I think that was a good dribble, and it created a positive attacking opportunity. Now, Alf plays a brilliant ball through to me here. For some reason, I don't know why, but I've noticed when I watch back, I'm always only half running. I should have been sprinting flat out to get there in front of the goalie. I get a toe before him, but it just bounces back off him, and it's not enough. Now, that's something I'm trying to work on. I want to sprint in as many possible opportunities as I can. This was poor play from me here. I get it into me. I'm scanned my area. I know it, but I take it my touch too close to that guy. Even though I knew where my space was, I just took a heavy touch, and that was poor. Okay, so here's a good opportunity for me. Simba plays it into my feet. I swivel and shoot on the turn, and the goalie's there at the near post. Now maybe I could have gone far post here, but it would have been a lot harder to hit it there, and this near post option wasn't that bad. The goalie just had very good positioning and was covered for it. So after all the pressure, we eventually mount a good attack, and as you see, we just keep it on. We play it across the box. You can barely see, but James slots it home to make it 3-1. Okay, so here I've got another good opportunity. I keep getting the ones playing through the middle. Now I'm trying to take it wider this time to get shot, but this defender does well. Now, obviously, the defender does well, but I could have avoided it. We nearly score from the chance afterwards anyway, but as you can see, when I'm dribbling through here, I'm taking big touches. Now, maybe when the defender got close to me, I could have noticed that and taken the smaller touches, because I tried cut back there, but it was too far away from me. So if I was making smaller touches, then I could have done a chop perhaps, and then been through again. Now we have a bit of simple play here. You probably can't see which one I am. I've just passed it there, and I'm going to receive it back here. It goes slightly wide to me, but this is just a bit of simple play. We're playing it round as a team, trying to work an opportunity. In this clip, I'm the player that's just about to run forward. As you see, I'm going to leave my man to go to the ball. Now, I wouldn't usually do this, but if I believe I can win the ball before the other player, then I will. And now, obviously, we win it back as a team from a good press, and then I get a free kick there for a late kick. So here we're in possession of the ball. Jack plays it to Alf. Alf plays it to me here, and I do a little Cruyff turn to create some space. Play it down the line, and Bertie's got a good chance here. He goes to put the ball in, but he can't quite get much on it. But we've won a corner because their defender decides to smack it out for some reason. Now this is probably my best play of the day. So as you can see, Bert plays it forward. I get the ball down here. So this is me on the ball here now. I look up, open up, and curve the ball forward straight into Elliot's feet. Elliot slots it across the box, and James puts it in. So a lovely team goal there, and that was my favourite move of the day. Right, on the very far side, Bertie has a throw and he just throws it into my feet here. I'm using my body well here to shield it, get it under control, just set it back for Simba, who puts the ball in, but sadly it gets cleared. Now here's a good chance. Simba gets the ball down, he's dribbling forward, but it falls into my feet, and I just take one touch out and let fly. And you can't quite see it from here, but that wasn't actually that far from nestling in the top corner. Now this is where I think I've improved from last season. Bert plays it here after I call it on the edge of the box. and I could open up and shoot there, but 3 men closed my path, so I just pull it back and set Simba, whereas last season I probably would have tried to wiggle my way through. Another throw in on the near side where I just hold it up by using my body well. I turn him this time, I get clipped there, and if I'd have gone down I probably would have got a penalty, but I managed to get it round, set Brody, but sadly nothing comes from it. But there was a chance there. If I'd have gone down I could have got a penalty, but I really don't like to dive much because it wasn't actually going to take me down. Finally, after having all the chances, we get another breakthrough and eventually we make it 3-3 from being 3-0 down with another great finish from James. So here we have a deep free kick. Now Bertie puts it forward. I'm running forward for it here, but it skids off the grass really quickly and I miss it. But that actually ends up being better because, as you can see, the goalie comes out with Elliot here. He goes to put in a cross and it actually lobs everyone and goes into the back of the net to make it 4-3 to us from 3-0 down. So a brilliant turnaround so far. Another throw in, which I'm going to use my body again. I just get it down here, and I think I see Al free on the edge of the box, so I try to play it to him. Turns out there's actually a man there, so I should have probably looked up again before I passed it, which was a mistake on my fault. But there are only things to improve. Okay, so here I win a ball back in the midfield, get my body in front. Actually get fouled there, but I had turned the men anyway. I'm about to take it quickly, but then we just slow things down because we have the lead. This by far was so much fun here. As you can see, you get the ball here, Cruyff, that guy goes down. But we just start playing tiki-taka around in this corner. I'm just going to leave it because we get quite a few passes done in such a small space in this corner. And we're just trying to hold out for the end of the game. And this is exactly what we wanted. As you can see, you get the ball back here. We're just playing it around between us until eventually they end up having to rugby tackle one of our players over here. And we get a free kick from it. So obviously, as you heard, that was the final whistle, which meant we'd won 4-3 from 3-0 down, which obviously we don't want to concede the 3 at the start anyways, so that's something we needed to work on from that game. But what a turnaround and what a performance after those first 3 went in, because we did very well there just to keep our cool and get back into it, and it was an overall very good performance from the entire team. So I was very happy with that, and not only the team, I think I played well myself, which was something I was really happy with as well, and just a very good all-round day, to be honest. Now obviously we've come to the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure, if you're new around here, that you do subscribe for more match analyses, more day in the lives, and all this kind of football related content. As always, like, comment, anything, because I'll always reply. And until next time, keep training.